Hello everyone, I am back after a short break. Today we will be testing out Shadow Feraligatr in the new Precious Paths season. Um, yeah, same properties as before, nothing has changed about it. But, we can try use it to maybe destroy some Marowaks and some other things that might be weak to water. Alright, so we led our primate into a Florges, safe swapped into Clodsire, and answered by Corviknight. We're just gonna be spamming Stone Edges here because there's nothing else we can really do except for that. I mean, Earthquake, yes, stab, but it's resisted. And Corviknight here, gonna be just spamming out Air Cutters. The sand attacks by the Corviknight's gonna do quite a bit of damage, so we pivot out into Primate. Opponent responds with Florges. Chilling Water lands. We're gonna no shield that, of course. Rage Fist here. Will they shield? They're probably not. Yep, because they know they can survive it. We're gonna go in with Clodsire. They throw the move, which, I mean, sure, I guess. Okay, they go in with Magcargo in the back, and this is game win for us, definitely. You see, Magcargo is double weak to water. Florges is in deep red, and here we can just throw this Hydro Cannon on good timing. Hydro Cannon takes out the Magcargo. They're probably gonna send in the Florges here, yep. And they do realize that this is not a game they can win. Hopping into the next match. Primate into Ludicolo. We're gonna go for the Rage Fist on good timing. Opponent not gonna shield that because they know they can definitely survive that Rage Fist. Very weak move. Purpose of it, to buff our Primate's attack. We're gonna throw the second Rage Fist on good timing. They're gonna shield it. We're gonna double shield our Primate here because we can go ahead and farm down Ludicolo. Opponent send in Steelix. So we're just gonna go for the close combat. We do get knocked out here. We're sending in Feraligatr. Thunderfangs, dealing a lot of damage, but we can go ahead and use this Hydro Cannon. Now this Psychic Fangs is not gonna pick up the knockout. We're gonna pivot out into Clodsire looking for a snipe. We don't get it, but opponent sends in Empoleon, and poor Empoleon's just gonna get one shot by Earthquake here. And then the badass, absolutely badass, Poison Sting farm down, and we will take game win. Next match, Primate into Gastrodon. This is okay for us. I'm gonna catch the potential Water Pulse onto our Feraligatr. They're gonna go for the Body Slam. Opponent sends in Cradily. We're gonna go for this Hydro Cannon bait. Bait successful. They're gonna throw the move here, and I think we're just gonna no shield this. Definitely. Send back in Primate. Go for Rage Fist. Rage Fist number 1 gonna be no shielded. Rage Fist number 2. And this grabs the final shield. Rage Fist number 3 picks up the knockout. And opponent is gonna send in their Gastrodon. We die to the Mud Slap damage here, but that's fine because now Clodsire has 2 shields to hide behind. The Water Pulse gets shielded. We outpace opponent to the move. Earthquake picks up the knockout against Gastrodon, and in comes Dunsparce. This is really bad for us because we cannot win even with a 1 shield advantage. Dunsparce is way too spamming out those drill runs, so we will resign the match. Alright, next game. Primate into Shadow Quillfish. Interesting. Quite a spicy pick. Rage Fist, gonna be no shielded. Send in Feraligatr. Opponent's gonna respond with Go-Go. Quite a special Pokemon to run. Hydro Cannon bait. Successful. Second Hydro Cannon. Gonna do some chip damage. We're just gonna no shield this move. It is Leaf Blade. go in with Clodsire and hope for an aggressive farm down. Not really that aggressive, but like we don't need to use any shields. Qwilfish comes back in. We're expecting an Aqua Tail. They go for the Ice Beam, so now our Clodsire is dead. Primeape comes back in, farms down the Qwilfish with one shield. What's my opponent gonna send in? Let's see, it's Sableye, and we lose here. Yep, we just lose. The Shadow Claw damage is simply gonna be way too much for our Primeape, and we will lose that game. Primeape into low kicks next. This is very good for us because we outpaced by a lot, and also we're resisting those heavy hitting sucker punches, and our karate chops are not resisted, so this is good. They're gonna follow for Trailblaze, trying for a Talonflame Incendiary Snipe. They're not gonna get it. We're gonna go into our Feraligatr, throw Hydro Cannon on, good timing. Opponent gonna use a move here. It's probably gonna be Vi. Yes, it is. We're gonna throw the Hydro Cannon to grab the final shield, and then with one more Incinerate, they're gonna go for another fly and knock us out. Go into Clodsire, check for the Incinerate. They did throw the Incinerate, so we're just gonna go into Primeape, snipe them with the Rage Fist, and in comes Azumarill. We're gonna throw Rage Fist on, good timing once again. Another one, and at this point we're triple buff, so we can just go into close combat and knock out this Azumarill. Go into Clodsire, and there's just no way they can win. Clodsire way too tanky. Poison Stings gonna farm them down, so they do recognize that, and they will resign the match. In general, Shadow Feraligatr, a pretty interesting Pokemon. Pretty good. It has always been really good because of its spamminess. It is extremely glassy, deals a lot of damage, it's very hard hitting, and Shadow Claw gives it somewhat of a good fast move pressure, Ice Beam for coverage, and Hydro Cannon for the spam. And that's going to be it for today's video. We'll see you in the next one.